Well, good evening, everyone. Edward Scanlon, the NES Christian Gamer, back with you. I know it's a little different than I'm in on a Tuesday night, but can I be blunt and saying it's different that I'm out sharing my heart on a Tuesday night, but something has been burning in me, and I got to vent. And it's something that's been happening. Now, I know this has been happening in the United States. I don't know if it's been happening in all other countries. And if it is, my heart does go out to all the men and women of those countries. There's something that's been happening called shrinkflation. And I got to get it off my chest about this. Now, I don't know what it is. Now, for anybody who doesn't know what shrinkflation is, it's having a product. Let's say, for example, can of soda, and no, Pepsi's not a sponsor. So, but I'm just saying, figure having this can of soda be a few ounces smaller, and the company's charging the exact same price at the full size. And I'm just going to come out and say this. Because as a consumer, as a buyer of goods myself, I can be real in saying I'm livid to see this. And as a matter of fact, I'm to a point where I'm so fed up. Even where I live, there's businesses I've actually stopped doing business with because of shrinkflation. And I'm dead serious. I've completely pulled the plug on different businesses because there are different businesses in my area of the United States that have done this. And I'm sick of it. And in my honest opinion, this is a call to order. That needs to be done. As quickly as possible. And I'm just going to say this. You know, in the back of my mind, I'm going to give my afterthoughts at the end. I'm just going to be real saying this. My honest opinion, how I think that this needs to be taken care of is the government needs to step in. And not just tax, but heavily tax every single business that is doing this. Every single business that's using shrinkflation. Every single one of them. And I'll tell you number one reason why. It's not right for anyone. And it's not. And I know all these businesses out there are doing everything in their mindset to pile up money and pile up money and pile up money. And I'm reminded of something. And I'm going to the Bible, but you know what? I need to for this. I'm reminded of a passage in the Bible where a guy was stockpiling goods himself. And the guy said, I'm going to build bigger barns, bigger barns, bigger barns. And God turns to this guy after he amassed this massive amount of things. And God turned to him. This is actually in the Bible, these exact words. God turned and said, you fool. This night your soul shall be required of thee. Then where are your things going to go? Because what all these businesses don't understand is this. And I'm just going to come out and say it. You're not taking it with you. You came into this world with nothing. You're going to leave this world with nothing. And I got a feeling that's what's going to happen. Just like with the guy in the Bible, it's going to be like all these businesses. Pile up money and pile up money and pile up money. God's going to turn these people in these businesses. They're just piling up money. And God's going to turn these people and say, you fool, this night your soul should be required of thee. Then where's all your money going to go? You know, you're not taking everything with you. You're not. But the thing about it is this. It boils me to see this happening. And here's the thing. You know, and a true fact. Steve Jobs knows this. Founder of Apple. When he passed on, and I say this, do you honestly think a Brinks truck was falling behind Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, when he passed on, falling behind the hearse to the gravesite? No, there was no Brinks truck following the hearse, and I'll tell you why. He came into this world with nothing, and he left with nothing. I hope and pray to God they stop shrinkflation. You know, obviously following a classic character that I grew up loving back in my young days, because obviously the series Sesame Street has been around forever, and I happened to catch on Twitter a comment from one of my favorite and beloved characters, which every winter I turn into, Cookie Monster, guilty as charged. And he shared his heart about his thoughts on inflation and shrinkflation. And I agree with, and I'd stand with him wholeheartedly. I left a comment under it that says 4 words. I stand with Cookie Monster. It's time to stand up. It's time to wake up. And it's time for the government to step up and deal with these companies that are doing this. That's not right to each and every single person in this country. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're part of a country that is going through this, having to deal with shrinkflation, I say to each and every single company, to each and every single country, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. Whether you're, because I live in the United States, whether you live in Canada, Mexico, over in the other parts of the country, the Middle East, Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, my heart goes out to you. It's time to stop shrinkflation. If it means saying, a way of saying is just saying, no, we're not going to buy these goods. To send a message to the companies to what they're doing is wrong. So be it. Like I said earlier, I pulled the plug on so many different companies because of shrinkflation. And it's just not right. I love everybody. I can't say that enough. My name is Edward Robert Scanlon. I am the NES Christian Gamer. here at Twitch. I love everybody. And by the way, if this video goes viral, great. If it gets passed around, great. If not, and a few people, even just a few people, listen to my heart and opinion, and me just sharing my heart about this, about what's going on. It's time. It's time people step up and say something. Because I'll be real and saying, just sweeping something like this under the carpet and thinking it'll go away, it won't. It won't. To everyone out there, thank you for your time. Have a great evening. I love you all. Good night. God bless. Take care.